MEPs cast their first remote vote, singing policemen sound the right note, and EU politics more or less stays afloat. This week we're supported by the Martin Centre. More about them later on. Despite the lockdown, the European Parliament held a mini plenary, ostensibly in Brussels, although as MEP Chris Peters highlighted, it's the first time MEPs were able to take part with remote voting from abroad. Democracy cannot be stopped by this virus. We work to represent and defend all Europeans, tweeted Parliament President David Sassoli. Hannah Norman showed herself voting from home, saying, "Democracy is alive and kicking, and we will continue to defend it." Daniel Caspary said that he had voted in favour of all the essential measures to protect people and businesses from the corona outbreak, adding it was a historic moment. However, Green MEP Terry Reinke pointed out it wasn't plain sailing. At 15:43, an email was sent telling MEPs to print out a document, sign it and send it back by 6 o'clock. Cue every MEP under 50 going crazy looking for a printer. Renew MEP Katalin Cech agreed. Right, so far I could find exactly 0 friends with a printer, and knocking on my neighbour's door would not be the most responsible social distancing strategy either. Martin Hojik said being one of the few MEPs with a printer makes him feel old. Eventually, however, as Pirate Party MEP Patrick Breyer reported, a digital signature was eventually allowed. Meanwhile, Nick Gutteridge reported that some MEPs want to keep claiming their €323 a day allowance, paid on top of their €107,000 a year salary, for days when they turn up physically to the Parliament. It's meant to cover costs like hotels and food, but some want it even while working from home. Well, I suppose some MEPs could use it to buy a printer. This week we are supported by the Martin Centre, who are continuing to bring you top-level content on the latest EU issues despite the quarantine, so you can stay home, stay informed. Indeed, all across Europe, people are reacting in interesting ways to the confinement, lockdown, social distancing, call it what you will. Commission President Ursula von der Leyen rose to the Safe Hands Challenge, showing us all her technique. Spare a thought for the EU comms officer who had to follow her into the bogs to film it, said Ashley Giles. Martini Seltsamar quipped, "Say what you like, but VDL's choice to work from home is starting to look prescient." In case you missed it, she lives in the Burley Mop building. The FT's Guy Chazan spotted German Chancellor Angela Merkel in a Berlin supermarket, stocking up on toilet paper and wine, just like the rest of us. Rachel Clark revealed that certain Spanish policemen know exactly how to cheer up a city on lockdown, while Emmanuel Foulon shared this from the Belgian police. All credit to them, but I think the Spanish performance wins. And who says social distancing needs to be boring? Asked Tara Hadviger, sharing this Brussels commune. During lockdown, while many other artists are doing mini concerts from their homes, I thought I'd do you all a favour and not, tweeted insipid songstrel James Blunt. Much appreciated. Meanwhile, there is some real work actually happening. As Jack Parrock tweeted, Belgium officially has a government, prompting Martini Seltsamar to ask, "Is there anything coronavirus can't do?" Well, Diego Velázquez added to the list. After 2 weeks of corona crisis, the EU has frozen its budget rules, Germany has given up on Schwarzenegger, and France and the Netherlands have agreed to start EU enlargement talks with Macedonia and Albania. So yeah, some stuff is definitely still happening. Even, as Adam Fleming reminded us, the first ever meeting of the joint committee that's overseeing the withdrawal agreement. By video conference, obviously. Brexit. Remember that? Actually, Adam, I'd managed to forget. So thanks. And my favourite tweet this week is from Wesley S. Davis, reminding us all, in this time of crisis, to update your memes. That's it for this week. Remember, if you want to sponsor EU Tweets of the Week, especially during the crisis, get in touch with Euractiv. And if you see something funny you think we should include, send it on using the hashtag EU Tweets. Join me again next Friday.